guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is Jess here from Jess in Wonderland, and Happy New Year! It's 2020. That is so crazy, right? At the beginning of this decade, 2010, I was in 8th grade, just graduating, and I was gonna be a freshman in high school. So it's crazy that it's 2020 and I've graduated college now, and I'm just like off in the world in adulting. Anyways, I'm super excited to make this video to start off the new year, and it is, as you can tell by the title, my New Year's resolution, my 20 New Year's resolutions for 2020. So I'm going to be looking down because I have them on my phone. I wrote them down in my little notebook, and now I am speaking them into existence. So hopefully I will do all of these New Year's resolutions within this next year. Alrighty, let's get started with my first New Year's resolution for this year, and I broke these down into how many different categories? 4 different categories, and they all have various amount of resolutions within each one. Alright, so the first category I have is the move, and some of you may know, some of you may not, but I'm getting ready to move to China for a year come March, so that means I have only 2.5 months that I'm going to be home in the States in Washington, so I'm trying to make the most of it. And since I only have 2.5 months that I'm going to be home, here are some of my New Year's resolutions while I'm home. So my first one is to spend time with loved ones, spend time with my family and friends for the next 2.5 months, because it's gonna go by fast and I'm gonna miss them once I go to China. My next one is to learn Mandarin, because I don't know a lick of Mandarin or Cantonese, and I want to learn some phrases and some sayings before I get there and while I'm there also. So to learn some Mandarin before I leave. And another one of my resolutions is also to get my license, because I do not have my license, and that really needs to happen this year, because when I come back from China, I just want to have my license, have my car, and I'll be ready to go off into the real world and adult. Okay, so another one of my resolutions for the move is, because I'm going to China, it is so close to Vietnam, and I have family there. I have an aunt and cousins, and I think grandpa, in-law, anyways, I just have family in Vietnam, and I really want to visit them. So one of my goals is to, or my goal resolution is to visit family while I'm on that side of the world, and to also travel more, because I'm going to be in Asia and I haven't been there in a while, so I want to just take full advantage of being there and just to travel, to take it all in. So that is another one of my resolutions. Also is to keep a monthly spending log, because I haven't done that before, and I feel because I am grown and an adult now, I need to keep track of things like that. So I want to keep track of my monthly spending while I'm in China, and just afterwards also. And then my last thing for the move is to figure out kind of life after China, see how I like it there, and then to also see do I want to continue to work with Disney? Do I want to work back in Washington? What does life after China look like? And it's just to kind of figure that out. It doesn't have to be completely set in stone by the end of this year, but just to start thinking about that. Yes. All right, for my next category, it is social media. And with social media, there's 2 parts to it. One is to stay consistent with my YouTube channel, because I've been doing pretty good at the beginning of the year, and then I kind of went on the hiatus when I came back from Italy. So it's just to be more consistent with it, and then also to be consistent with my Instagrams, because I have a food Instagram, a Disney one, and a travel one, and then my main account. And so it's just to be consistent with those and to post, but then also to not spend so much time on social media is the latter half of it. So it's just to find a balance with posting, but also not to spend all my time on social media and the internet, because there's so much to do in the world. Yes. So that's my social media category. So for my next category, it is community. And what I have under this is that, one, I just want to volunteer more, and my goal for this new year is to volunteer at least 25 hours this year, which I feel is pretty doable. I'm not working right now, so I have a lot of time while I'm home to volunteer. And then also when I moved to China, Disney has this program called Volunteers with ears at the end, and they do a lot of volunteer, or they have a lot of of volunteer opportunities once I'm there. So I'm excited about that as well. And then my next goal or resolution is to continue to stay connected with my church while I'm in China, and just to spend more time with God and to do my devos. I also want to create and figure out like a quiet time routine. I've seen other like YouTubers post about their like morning quiet time routines. So just to like find that for myself and to figure out what that looks like, I want to try to set aside like 30 minutes in the morning, grab some tea, and just like do my devos then. And hopefully I can figure it out while I'm home, and then once I move to China too, to figure out like what that looks like. And then my last one for community is to recycle more than I throw away, and I am working on that. We need to cherish Mother Earth and protect her, so yes, recycle. Do it. For my next one, I have self. And so for my self resolution / goals for this year, it's to be intentional and mindful of others, to be present each and every day, and then to also practice self-care, because it's super important, and not to rush, because I'm super like a go person. If I have things to do, I'm like, oh, I need to do them. But it's also important to take a step back and to be like, okay, breathe, Jess. Now you can go on with whatever you need to do. So my next one, it's to work out more, but it's not to lose weight necessarily. It's just to become more like lean and to like work out consistently, because sometimes I'll go to the gym and I'll go like once a week, or I'll go 4 times a week. So just to be like consistent with it, and then to also take up a kickboxing class, because I really want to do that, and then to also take up yoga, which I've done in the past, but I want to do another like consistent yoga class each week. Really stretch daily, because now that I'm older, I need to stretch. Anyways, I don't know. So also I want to stop procrastinating, because I'm a huge procrastinator when it comes to certain things, and I just need to cut all procrastination out of my life. And along with that is to declutter. I need to declutter my life, just to get rid of things that I don't need anymore, and to bring in all of the positive vibes and everything else. And then my last two. So my second to last one is to learn something new every day, and I got the GRE app on my phone to learn a new word every day. So if I can't like learn something, at least I'll be learning a new word every day and the definition. And then my very last resolution and goal for this year is to cultivate an attitude of gratitude, and just to be grateful for each and every day, and to remember that every day truly is a blessing. Yes. All right, so those were like my 20 New Year's resolution and goals for 2020. And then I also have like my 10-year resolution for this next decade. And so for my like quick 10-year resolutions, they are to have a career by the end of next year. So cross our fingers out that will happen, maybe with Disney. I don't know, we'll see. And then to pay off my student loans, which should be done within the next couple years, cross our fingers. To continue to travel, to go after my goals and dreams, because yes, to start my own business or nonprofit. That's something that's been in my heart for a while, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. And then last but not least, to get my own place. I've lived in a lot of different places, but every time I come back home, I'm always home. So it's to finally like to find stability and find a place. Yeah. And then my daily reminders are to appreciate how lucky and blessed I am every day, to learn from my mistakes, to be the light in life for myself and others, and then to stay positive. I really hope you guys liked and enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make, and it was fun to come up with all of my resolutions for the year and the next decade. And if you want to see more from me, remember to subscribe, like this video if you liked it, and comment down below your New Year's resolutions and goals. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys. My next one is to stop procrastinating, because I am a huge procrastinator. Okay.
Bloopers at the end.